These paintings that you see right here were used to freak out the people on LSD that they did experiments on. And they had a huge sweat lodge here where they used to sweat and sweat and sweat and take LSD and stare at the walls and go crazy. They would bite themselves, kick, scream, and yell. And you can see some of the paint flecks on there where they actually picked with their fingernails some of the paint off the wall. They said all sorts of things like, I smell the colors, I taste the sounds, all sorts of mad things. What do we have here? That's awfully strange. That's a piece of San Pedro's pyrite right there, rusty alloy. Over here we have a barbed wire fence. This is to keep the gentleman out who used to take ponies and horses and screw them over there inside the catacombs. He was a mad artist at Angel's Gate. And he had an affection for ponies that went beyond human sensibilities. He got them through studying the ponies' buttocks, and they kept walking, he thought, sexually. He bought these horses especially to have sex with them underneath the catacombs. And they tried to keep him out. But obviously it didn't work. Here's a couple of sucker ball horses played with while he was screwing them. Here's a real piece of San Pedro pyrite. Local artists expressing themselves on walls. It looks like the glowing heart of Jesus to me. Here we have a local species that grows all over San Pedro. The San Pedro ice plant. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. It's beautiful. It keeps the hills from sliding down because lots of San Pedro is just going to end up in the ocean one of these days. Here's another piece of San Pedro's pyrite. Look at that artwork. Rusted alloy cows. Tied to a rusted alloy woman or Indian. I'm not sure. But I'm real excited about this one. Look at that. Rusty. Here we have, I'm real excited about this right now. Real Native American sweat lodges. That's where Indians sweat their ass off. And they hallucinate and see all kinds of purple dogs, pinky elephants, and everything. Oh boy, look at this. Look, real Native American twigs. I'm touching it, see? I'm touching, oh, I'm making love to it. Look, I'm sweating. Here we have some Indian. I think there's somebody buried down here. A Native American chief, perhaps, of the Tonga tribe. These are real Tonga sweat lodges. Ooh, this is the Native Americans make real fires to sweat over. They took coals, they put them inside the sweat lodge, and they sweat and sweat and sweat. I kind of wish I had a pony on me right now. I could see why that guy got all worked up over horses. Here we have the Native American Tonga Stonehenge of San Pedro. Isn't that a piece of pyrite? Look at that. This is where they go and they commit human sacrifices back in the 1600s. I bet you if we went to that fire pit right now, we'd find some children's bones or something. Look right here, we have a bird's nest. Bird's nest down here. I wonder if they always nest down here. That's real goofy, huh? Goofy. And where'd it go? This must be a mystery spot right here. I can feel the energy pulling me back. It's like the people who get pulled into jumping off the San Pedro Pier to commit suicide. It just beckons them.
Somebody hold this. I'll get this. I'll do my own self. Come on. Wait for me. Wait for me. Is everybody over? Yeah.
The beauty of San Pedro is, right here we have the entrance to Sunken City. Another piece of fine San Pedro pyrite. Toklar. That's the toklar tree over there.
Toe claw.
where people would sacrifice animals and human beings to toe claw. Here we have Point Foreman Park, another piece of San Pedro Pyrite. It's so exciting here on the weekends. Everybody comes out to play, including their cats. There's a woman who operates this neck of the woods. Her name is the Cat Lady. She takes care of all the people's cats that keep multiplying and multiplying here in Point Foreman Park. We have some paper that might be a sacrifice something. It's right next to a picture. It looks like a Frankenstein head. Could they be worshiping Frankenstein? Some people don't want to say what goes on here in San Pedro, and I may be marring San Pedro, but there's a lot of pyrite that happens at night. People do drugs, they fight and kill each other, people get hit with baseball bats, people commit suicide off of Sunken City. People commit suicide off of Sunken City. Everything happens at night around San Pedro. It comes alive, just like Tijuana.
At night, a lot of things happen, and I'd rather not say what kind of things. I really don't come out here too much at night. You know, when I was younger, I did.
And there's the tokar tree. People have been known to worship tokar. I don't know what it is. Everybody's talking about tokar around here. Look at that tree. Isn't that wonderful? I wonder how old it is. Another piece of San Pedro Pyrite. Hi, we're finally at Sunken City. This is where people jump off into the nothingness of nothing. They answer their question about life by jumping down here. And also they throw a lot of trash down there. And people throw their bodies down there. Seem to correlate, the bodies and trash end up in the same place. I remember the story of a Christian boy and a Mormon girl that held hands and leapt from this very site to enter eternity for their everlasting love for each other. Another piece of San Pedro Pyrite. Man, you're eating too much of the food. You're eating too much of the... Why'd you do that? There's a guy way down there. I guess that ends this part of San Pedro's Pyrite, all the wondrous places we've seen. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go meet the two kids.